G'day guys, Sam here, and I'm in the middle of Remutaka scrub right now. I'm actually on the completely opposite end of the Remutakas to where I was last video, but yeah, I'm back in the bush. I came up here quite early, went up to the trig to watch the pre-dawn. Also managed to get a few photos for the Instagram. the link is down below actually for the NZ Chronicles Instagram. But anyway, so yeah, pretty sure there's a bunch of goats in here. Well, I actually know there are goats in here because it's pretty common knowledge. But also, I was the other day I was driving over the Remutakas and I just happened to glance up one of the cliffs on the side of the road, and there's a freaking goat sitting on top just watching all the cars go past. So yeah, there's no secret, there's a lot of goats in here, so hopefully I can find one to take down. But there's also deer and pigs in here, and a miracle may very well happen. But yeah, this is a very similar layout to last video because I actually went on another hunt a couple of weekends ago into the Aorangis. That was my first time on that side of the Aorangis, my second time in the Aorangis in general, and yeah, I'll just play that one for you. So I'm here in the Aorangis for one night, maybe two, depends. So yeah, the weather's looking good, and yeah, it's my first time hunting this part of the Aorangis. I've only been in the Aorangis one other time. That was at the start of the Raw. That was a fun hunt. It was bush stalking rather than like this glassing thing. I'll link the video up there. It's quite a good one. Alrighty, well, I'm at the hut. I'm surprised I'm the only one here, actually. One more, I reckon. Don't judge my axing skills, or rather lack thereof. Okay, well, I'm here at this lookout spot. I've got a terrible feeling that it's about to start raining. Ah yes, so this is that long range hunting I see everyone doing. Yeah, sitting on your ass doing nothing for ages, and then getting clagged in and not being able to see anything and getting cold. Bugger. I guess I was a bit naive thinking I'd have the hut to myself on a Saturday night. Well, I'm back at the hut, and to my surprise, I was just about to say it's completely empty, but never mind. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah, so that was a bit of fun. Unfortunate, didn't get anything, as per usual apparently, but anyway, I'm in the bush right now. The sun is just coming up. You can probably see the golden glow I'm being bathed in right now, I think. There we go. But anyway, I'm going to keep bashing through all this scrubbity scrub and try find this frickin' track that apparently exists, that I reckon exists. I mean, it's kind of like a track, but it's not like a dock track, it's like a, I don't know. If you have any idea where I am, which you probably do, because I talked about the trig, one of those like straight lines on the top of a map. I'm not too sure what they are, but they'll hopefully give me some sort of track, and I'm sure people come here all the time. I just haven't quite found it yet, but I'll find it eventually, and then once I find it, I'll know for next time. All learning. But anyway, time to do some bush bashing, and hopefully bump into a goat. Okay, well, I'm on the correct ridge now, at least. I was on that one before. And I think I've decided that the track doesn't exist. It was all in my head. Kind of like Fight Club. Spoiler alert. But, yeah. Anyway, good news. I've seen some goats. A big mob of them. A bunch of different colours and stuff. So that's pretty cool to see. There's a couple of the little billies, I'm guessing, having a bit of a fight, which was quite cool to see. And they were quite a long way off. But anyway, so I'm here, and they're also over in that direction. So that's actually not the Remutakas, it's like private land, I guess. I don't know what the deal is, but can't be bothered going over there anyway. Bloody hell. So I've come from up there, and this, oh my god, I now know I've learned something today, and it's not to come down this frickin' ridge. Oh my god. Everyone who's hunted in this area has probably been laughing at me from the start, because this is just so frickin' scrubby. Like, it looks easy, it looks like you could just, you know, walk on through, and sometimes, you know, it is like this. There's a track there, and then all of a sudden the track just disappears, and you're stuck in like head-high gorse and frickin', is this Manuka or Kanuka? Manuka, I think. And yeah, it's just like, and it's all like, oh my god, it's so deceiving. It's like this blanket over everything, and it's taken me so long. It's probably about 9:30 now. I've been going for like over an hour, and I've only come that far. Thankfully, I'm heading down this ridge, down there to there, because over there in the distance, see those punga trees? Those punga trees in there, and over there, that's where I'm heading. Because in my experience, punga places where there's a bunch of pungas all laid out, the bush is quite open because the pungas kind of kill any saplings, they block off the light, and it's flat because pungas don't usually like being on steep as stuff. I did spook something actually, by the way, side note. Back there, crashing along the ridge, something kind of crashed off. No idea what it was. Probably a goat. Could have been a deer though, it didn't run very far. Then again, goats don't run that far either. But yeah, anyway. That way. Man, I hate this ridge. Oh my god, there's a goat. I saw this bright white thing all the way over there, just after I finished talking to the camera. Look, it sticks out like dog's balls. I thought it was a bright rock, but the rock just moved its head. Look at him. He's looking right at me. Oh, that looks like a nice eating goat. How the hell am I going to get there? Okay, well the white goat was over there, and I sat down here, and as I was getting the camera out, it disappeared. Bit camera shy, I guess. But man, that part there, so the last time I checked in was that little knob just there, and coming all the way down here was actually what I was hoping the whole ridge would be. It was like kind of waist high, but a nice track to go through. There's the goat, he's come out again. Man, look how white it is. There's got to be a whole mob of them, surely. I probably just can't see them. But the fact I can see that goat tells me that the scrub in there isn't actually that bad. So it's, oh, there's another goat right below it. Oh my god, I've only just spotted that. Holy crap, you guys, if you're watching on a computer, you probably saw it straight away. But it just like clicked in my brain. There's a black goat directly under the white one. Huh, crack up. I thought there'd be more. Maybe there's another one there. I don't know, obviously I've got a much smaller screen at the moment looking through it on the camera. So, but they look like perfect eating goats. Those goats I was just watching just bedded down. So I've changed my mind and decided to hightail. I was up there, I've been hightailing it down kind of stealthily. And now I'm in the dead ground at the moment in a bit of a saddle, and the goats are that way. So I need to go up one of these trails. I don't know, it's going to turn to shit, but get up here, and there's a little knob. So I'm in a saddle between two knobs, and I can get up onto the other knob, and I'll probably only be about 100 yards from them, and then I'll sneak around and try to find a rest, and yeah, try shoot one. Awesome, yeah, good stuff. And there's 3 goats down. Oh, bloody hell, 3 goats down. I know one of the shots wasn't good, and it took a step just as I shot, and I saw its guts all were hanging out, so that was pretty shit. It's dead now though. I finally came back to my pack. Bloody hell, it was a dumb idea leaving my pack here and not marking it, because all this looks the exact same. And I was starting to stress out, and it looks like the light, it looks like it's about to go dark, but it's not even 11:30 yet. So that was a bit of a stress relief, but yeah, I finally found it. I went into detective mode because there was a camera shot just before I left of kind of, well, of this area, and I lined up the top of that pine tree over there with the lake, and I realized I was too far down. I went too far down. Turns out I was actually quite close to the top. So that was good detective, and that was freaking lucky that I did that, otherwise I would have been looking around there for ages. Yeah, anyway, got my bag. I'm going to reload some more bullets just in case. I've got my knife on me too, so hopefully it doesn't come to that, but we'll have to see what happens. Alright, let's go get these goats. Alrighty, well I'm here with these 2 goats. I did shoot 3, the third one's down that way. I couldn't be bothered dragging it up, so I just grabbed the back stakes off it. Back stakes are hanging up there. So yeah, boom, 3 goats down. Yeah, this one was a good shot. This one frickin' dropped. That one almost dropped, basically dropped. And then that third one down there, that was terrible. That was a bad gut shot. I feel real bad about it. That's really disappointing, like, for me. You know, it's a terrible feeling, you know, because it obviously suffered a lot more than these 2 did. And yeah, was not ideal, but anyway, live and learn. I think it took a step or something just as I shot. I guess maybe I got a bit trigger happy as well, I don't know. But I mean, it's dead now, and I've taken the meat off it, so it didn't completely die in vain. But yeah, yeah, not a nice feeling, but everyone's done it, and you know, live and learn and move on. But anyway, yeah, friggin' stoked with this. I was thinking of leaving this white one, because it's a bit of a tip. If you've got a block you hunt often, then leave the white ones, because they stick out, and they're basically a you know, honing beacon for the rest of the mob. Because this one, I thought this one was alone, and it turns out there were 3 others. So there was this. It took me ages. Oh my god, I was like crawling and crawling up through this scrub, and they had no idea I was there. They had no idea I was there for a while, and then basically not this one, the other one, saw movement, or maybe the wind swirled or something, and it caught my wind, or I don't know what happened, but it started doing its like its warning call. And I was freaking crawling through all the scrub and stuff, trying to find a place to set up the camera. Oh, the camera's about to fall. Oh! I just caught that. That was pretty Ginger Ninja stuff right there. Anyway, here they are. So I was in that scrub over there, and there is no opening there at all. Yeah, so I was crawling along, and I kept bumping into manuka trees and like shaking them and stuff, so that goat was onto me. And so they all just kind of stood there, and they were just standing still. And I was trying to set up the camera, and then it just wasn't going to happen. I was moving around too much, and I had the GoPro on the gun, so you got something. But I was wanting to zoom in with the camera, and I could have shot them way earlier, but I was trying to set up the camera. And anyway, this goat here, that one and that nanny were standing basically on top of each other. Like I was half tempted to shoot, because they were both quartering towards me a little bit, but like one directly behind the other. So if I aimed it right and I was super confident, I probably could have taken them both out in one shot. But I didn't. I decided not to. I waited. I was waiting for like 10-15 minutes. It took ages until eventually this one started getting a bit bored. It kind of took a step out and I had a broadside shot at it. So I took it, broadside shot, it dropped. I think I must have got up again afterwards, but it dropped initially. These goats took off down this way. So they were just down there and they took off down this way. And yeah, the nanny stopped and I shot her and she stepped and her guts fell out and it was gross. And then I reloaded and I was obviously hoping the nanny would stop again, but she didn't. She was hightailing it. And then this white one stopped broadside, so I pinged that too. Just good pest control, because there's a lot of goats in here and we need to do our part as hunters to keep populations down. I'm also obviously taking meat because I'm a poor student and food is expensive at the moment. To be fair though, there was 3 bullets which are probably worth, it's like $7.50, like $2.50 a bullet for my 7mm08. Yeah, anyway, I digress. But yeah, so long story short, all 3 of them are down. That white one's got a nice coat on it. I mean, if it wasn't for that one, I totally would have walked past these and I'd be probably down the bottom by now. But no need to go down the bottom anymore. I'm just gonna turn up and go back up that ridge that I came up. Damn it. I was actually, yeah, not even planning on shooting these guys. I was going to leave them, and then, because I was up there on that knob, and then they looked like they weren't moving, they kind of bedded down. I was like, okay, well, might as well. So it was actually it was a good stalk. Like, I hooned, like, exploited the dead ground, kind of hooned through there and started coming up again. I knew I was going to be right on top of them. So, and basically ditched my bag and then crawled around, and then, you know, the rest. So it was a good stalk. It was a good stalk. Shots, yeah, and shot placement weren't perfect. But, you know, that's, yeah, my bad. But the stalk itself actually went quite well. It went about as well as I could have. I mean, I could have done a few more things, like kind of planned where I was going to come out. I kind of did, but I don't know. There's a few little things to keep in mind and work on for next time. I don't know when I'll be coming in here next. I won't be coming along this ridge for a while now that I've been here and shot all the goats that live on here. But anyway, there's heaps of goats in here, man. Like, I could hear one down there going off. This one's over there going freaking everywhere. So it's good to know. But I've taken out 2. This was a nanny. The other one over there's a nanny, and that one's a little billy. Also, look at their horns. Check that out. That was already curling around at, like, what the heck was that going to do? And this one looks like it's actually been broken a little bit before I shot it. And it's looking like it might even be one of those freaking things you see where the horn curls round into its face. So I might have actually saved this one from potential unpleasantness. They've got real weird horns. I don't know what's wrong with the genetics there. But yeah, so it was just the billy that was left, and the billy didn't have good horns. So let him be. He was standing broadside though for ages. But yeah, anyway, right, got these. I'm going to take the back stakes off both of them, the back legs off one, and the front legs off the other. This will be good for a couple dinners, I reckon. Anyway, I've been talking too long, so time to start cutting them up. Man, I brought the drone out here because I was wanting to do some cool drone shots because it wasn't going to be windy today. And I appear to have forgotten my remote control for the drone. So, whoops. Bloody hell, today has not been my day. Oh man, the top is just there. I say just there, it took me about an hour to get here from the top this morning. I left the goat carcasses at 2, and now it's 10 to 4, and I haven't even really come that far. If it was all like smooth and tussocky, it would have taken me like 20 minutes, half an hour, but it's taking me almost 2 hours just because it's constant scrub bashing. Like you're either on your hands and knees or wading through scrub or stuck because something's gotten caught on something, or you just can't go anywhere and you have to turn around. Yep, I do not recommend this ridge. You can probably figure out which ridge it is as well. I mean, there's apparently goats on it, but then again, there's goats bloody everywhere. You can hear them just going off all around me. It's like frickin' stags during the roar. Except they don't reply. Yeah, I mean, this is goat heaven. I mean, just look at it. It's steep, tick. It's scrubby as hell, tick. There's food everywhere. I mean, pretty low bar for a goat, but tick. And because it's so scrubby and it's so easy to get into shelter, you can't cull them from helicopters. And like you just can't shoot them. There's like they're a pain in the ass to bloody shoot. I got pretty lucky today, I think. Anyway, you can tell I'm procrastinating, going up a hill, talking to the camera. But yeah. Anyway, up to the trig. Holy shit. Oh, I've made it. Oh my god. That was the worst bush bashing, scrub bashing experience I've ever had in my entire life. To be fair though, my life hasn't been super long, so it's a kind of low bar, but still. Oh, I'm so glad I made it. I think that last bit, I made every wrong decision. Like whether to go left or right, I went left, and then it was just a wall. Like I could barely frickin' move, and I looked over. If I'd gone to the right, it just opened up and I could have walked. I'm here now. That's the main thing. But bloody hell, never going down that ridge again. Anyway, that is the end of this video. Oh man, I'm so exhausted I can barely talk. Sorry about it. Yes, so that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to follow NZ Chronicles on Instagram. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. See you later.